भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि ॐ। Bhagavad Gita, 10th chapter, second verse, second shloka. नमे विदुः सुरगणाः प्रभवं न महर्षयः अहमादिर्हि देवानां महर्षीणां च सर्वशः. न, not suraganaha, group of gods. Na, nor maharshayah, great rishis. May, my prabhavam, origin, viduhu, know, he, for, aham, I, devanam, of the gods, maharshinam, of the great rishis, cha, and sarvashah, in every way, adihi, source. So here Sri Krishna is telling that neither so many gods nor great rishis know my origin. Nobody knows how I was originated. Means nobody knows my origin. And also, why don't they know? Because I am, in every way, I am the source of these gods and rishis. Great rishis and gods, they are born out of me. So, here there is an important thing to know, that the whole world is brought out from God. You may call it God, you may call it Brahman, you may call it the ultimate reality. Whatever the case may be, the whole world has come from this. And also the whole world is there because of this ultimate reality. And also this ultimate reality, God, is the guiding principle. It is the force which is guiding the living beings, the entire universe. So there is a order of things in the universe. There is a cosmic order. Now this cosmic order, which is called Ritam in Sanskrita, this Ritam is happening because of God. So it is because of God that this cosmic order is in place. And that, about that God, gods don't know. I mean, so many gods are the Devaha. They don't know. They are clueless about the origin of God. Or God means the ultimate reality, primal reality. They don't know. And neither do these rishis know. Rishis are people who have come face to face with truth. So, Swami Vivekananda says, rishis are seers of mantras. They are seers of mantras. Sayanacharya in his Bhashya, he says, Rashayah mantra drashtaraha. So, rishis are seers of mantras. Swamiji is translating this concept from Sayanacharya. It's an old concept. People who are rishis, they have actually come face to face with the mantras of the Vedas. So, they are mantra drashtaraha. But even them, even they don't know the origin of God. How can they know the origin of God? They cannot, because that which is the origin of everything in this universe cannot know the origin of that. One cannot know the origin of one's own cause. One cannot know the origin of one's own cause. So that is what here it is told. Universe, it has got both as its material cause and efficient cause. Material cause, upadana karana. Efficient cause, nimitta karana. Both material cause and efficient cause of this universe is God or Brahman or ultimate reality, whatever you call it. Now, how do we know the cause of this ultimate reality or God or Brahman? It is not possible. It is not possible for us to know the cause, because God is the ultimate cause. There is no other cause. If you say God has got cause, then you will have to ask what is the cause of God. Then again, what is the cause of that cause which is the cause of God? Like that it go on. So it is in Latin, there is a term regressum ad infinitum. When infinite regress it is called. In Sanskrit it is called anavastha dosha. So whether chicken came first or egg came first. If the egg came first, then where did that egg come from? Chicken. Then where did that chicken come from? Egg. Like that, if you go on, there is no end. So anavastha dosha hai. It is regression, but it is regression which is an infinite regress. There is no end. Similarly, God is the cause of all. If it were not so, then you will ask, what is the cause of God? Then what is the cause of God's cause? Then what is the cause of that which is God's cause's cause? Like that it will go on and on and on. And so God is the ultimate cause. And stop there. And nobody knows what is the cause of God, because that cannot be known. Logically it will create problem. Logically it will create problem. If God has got some cause, that means God is not God. Because God is dependent on that cause. So that cause will become the God of God. So there will be creation of confusion. That is why God is the ultimate cause. And nobody can know God's cause, because it is impossible. That is why Sri Krishna is saying, nobody, even devatas, means even gods, they don't know my cause, my origin. And also other Rishaya hai, Maharishaya hai, great rishis, great people who have realized the ultimate truth, they cannot also know what I am. They cannot also know. Because I am the source of everything. He says, I am the source of these gods and I am the source of these rishis. How can they know my source? They cannot. I am the source. I am their cause. So then he says, Yo mam ajamanadim cha veti loka maheshwaram asammudaha saha martyeshu sarva papaihi pramuchyate. Yaha, who, mam, me, anadim, beginningless, ajam, birthless, cha, and loka maheshwaram, the great Lord of the worlds, veti, knows, saha, that person, martyeshu, among mortals, asammudaha, is undeluded, sarva papaihi, from all sins, pramuchyate, is freed. So Sri Krishna is giving this assurance. A person who knows me to be what? Birthless and beginningless. I cannot be having any beginning. I am the beginning of everything. And I cannot have any end, because I am the end of everything. Everything ends in me. And I cannot have any birth, because it is from me that everything is taking birth. And I am Loka Maheshwaram. I am the great Lord of the entire universe. Loka means entire universe. So many worlds are there. Brahma Loka, Indra Loka, etc. All these words put together and more are there in this universe. So I am the great Lord of this worlds, universe. And this person who knows me to be birthless, who knows me to be beginningless, then that person is asammudaha. Martyeshu, that person among mortals is asammudaha, is undeluded. That person does not have any delusion. When does delusion come? When you don't understand God. When you think you are the God. Some people think themselves to be God. Suppose there is a doctor. So Sri Ramakrishna says, God laughs. When does God laugh? When the doctor thinks that he has saved a patient, God laughs, because it is God who has saved the patient. And then God also laughs when a brother says that this is your land and this is my land. Brother is telling to his brother. So two brothers fight over a piece of land. One brother says, this belongs to you. Another brother says, this belongs to me. So God laughs, because neither of these people have any ownership over land. Land belongs to God alone. Land belongs to God alone. So similarly, they are deluded. They are moodaha. Sammudaha. They are deluded. Asammudaha. So asammudaha is one who is not deluded. So among the mortals, means people who have death. Who will have death? Jatasya hi dhruvam mrityuhu, Shri Krishna says. Means a person who has been born it is certain that that person will die. Among that kind of people, people who are mortals, Sri Krishna says that person becomes asammudaha, that person becomes undeluded, and sarva papaihi pramuchyate. That person is freed from all papas, all sins. The person is freed from all sins. Then he says, Buddhi, why all sins? All sins means sins which you have done consciously and sins which you have done unconsciously. Sins which you have done consciously and sins that which you have done unconsciously. That is all sins. Buddhi jnanam asammoha kshama satyam dama shamah sukham dukkham bhavo bhavo bhayam cha bhayameva cha ahimsa samata tushtihi tapodanam yasho yashah bhavanti bhava bhutanam matta eva prithak vidaha. So, now Sri Krishna is talking about different kinds of qualities. Different kinds of qualities. Good qualities. Now these good qualities come from Sri Krishna. But everybody does not get these qualities. Who gets these qualities? Only a person who has understood that everything comes from God alone. So Sri Krishna is saying that everything comes from me. Everything comes from me. He says, Buddhihi. Buddhihi means intellect. Jnanam means knowledge. Asammoha, non-delusion, a state of clarity, a state of clear understanding, non-delusion. Kshama, forbearance. Satyam, truth. Damah, restraint of the external sense organs. Restraint of the external sense organs. Shamah, calmness of the heart. Sukham, happiness. Dukkham, misery or suffering. Bhava, birth. Abhava, death. Bhayam, fear. Cha, and eva, even. Abhayam, fearlessness. Cha, as well as ahimsa, non-injury. Samata, evenness. Tushtihi, contentment. Tapaha, austerity. Danam, benevolence. Yashah, good name, name and fame. Ayashah, ill fame. Bhutanam, Bhutanam, of living beings. Prithak vidaha, of different kinds. Bhavaha, qualities. Mattah, from me, eva, alone, bhavanti, arise. So all these different kinds of qualities which are there in people, they arise from me. They arise from me. Because everything in this world arises from me. What is that? Me means God, the ultimate truth, ultimate principle. So everything in this world arises from me. So of course, different type of qualities will also arise from me. What are the qualities? Intellect, knowledge, non-delusion, forbearance, truth, restraint of the external senses, and calmness of heart, and then happiness, then misery. So here all qualities are not good qualities. Like there is happiness, but there is also the opposite quality of misery or suffering, truth. Then there is birth, then there is death, then there is fear, then there is fearlessness. Opposite qualities are also there. Then there is non-covetousness. Non-covet. That means you have anything and that other person wants, is greedy. So that is not told here, but it is also one quality. Evenness, samata. You see everyone as same. Contentment. We somehow don't have this contentment. Tushtihi. We don't have tushti. We always want more and more and more. Tushti is not there. Contentment is not there. Austerity, tapaha. Austerity is not there. Austerity is bearing some kind of physical or mental suffering. Whatever is there. Suppose you don't have mental comfort. Most people don't have. You don't have physical comfort. Some people only have physical comfort. Then you somehow forbear it. Somehow forbear it. Not that you some immediately there is lot of heat outside. Immediately you get air conditioner like that. Not like that. So you bear something. That is austerity. Then benevolence. Benevolence is dana. Dana. Dana hai, charity you can say, but benevolence. Dana hai. Then Sri Krishna says, Manasa jata yesham loka ima prajaha. That is in the next verse. Maharshaye saptapurve chatvaro manavastatha madbhava manasa jata yesham loka ima prajaha. So in this verse he says all these qualities in that yasho, yashaha, ayashaha. So fame and also ill fame. So fame and infamy all come from me. Bhavanti bhava bhutana matteva prathakvidaha. All these prathakvidaha bhuta bhavaha, all these different kind of qualities, they come from me. They come from me. Then he says, Maharshaya saptapurve chatvaro manavastatha madbhava manasa jata yesham loka ima prajaha. Sapta Maharshaya purve chatvarah manavah. Sapta means 7. Maharshaya, great rishis. Purve, ancient. Chatvarah, 4. Tatha, also. Manavah, manus. Madbhavaha. They are, what do they do? 4 manus also. Madbhavaha, like me. They have powers like me. They have power like me. And manasa jata. They are born from my mind. Loke, in this world. Imaha, these. Yesham, from whom? Prajaha, creatures. So what is the meaning? The 7 great rishis as well as the 4 ancient manus. So there are 4 manvantara. Manvantara means the ruling time of one manu. And 4 manus were there. They are known as Savarnas. Savarnas. 4 manu. And there are these 7 great rishis. Saptarishi. Swami Vivekananda was one of the 7 great rishis. Saptarishi. So they have powers like me, God says. They have powers like me. And because they have powers like me, how did they get these powers? Because they are fixed on me. Their mind is fixed on me. Their thoughts, their meditation is on me. I am God and they are meditating on me. And these powers, they were born in my mind. They are born from my mind. Manasaha jataha. Born from my mind. And they, from there, these power of mind, power of thoughts, from there, these became creatures in the world. So all these things which we see in the world have been born from the powers of God, from the powers of the mind of God. And so these are all born. All these things are born in this world. And so Sri Krishna is saying that Even in this universe, whatever you see, actually everything is born out of me. And not now. It is going on for aeons and aeons, means for era after era, for a long time. It is like that since the beginning of time, maybe you can say. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.